Tonight on an interview with an interesting person, Oleg Bezuglov, with your host, Kevin Schoen, Larry the band, and me, Sexy Hermits.
Oleg,
Kevin.
thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
So, people tell me you're an interesting person. And I don't know much about you, but I know you're a violinist, and you're from Russia.
Yes.
Tell me your story. How'd you get here to the United States?
Well, after spending about 25 years of my life in Russia, doing music for the most part, I graduated from the conservatory in my native city, Rostov-on-Don.
Rostov-on-Don, that's a city in southwestern Russia?
Correct.
A couple hours from Ukraine. Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. So after graduating from my conservatory, I was looking for different opportunities, and I got a very lucrative offer from professor of Michigan State University, Dmitry Berlinsky, to study with him, to come and start the program in violin performance. I got very excited about that, and here I came. In 2010, I came here, started my program.
Yep.
Then my wife joined me. And,
now, was this a master's or?
It was doctorate.
Oh, doctorate. Okay. Yep. So you're a doctor of music then.
I actually just past spring.
Spring.
I got the paper. But you know what DMA means, right? DMA.
No, I don't. Tell me.
DMA it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Great. And so, what's your kind of plans after now that you've graduated? What's going to be your day job, so to speak, and things like that?
Well, during my study here at MSU, I was doing a lot of performance work.
Yep.
For the most part, there were symphony orchestras around the Michigan state.
Yep.
And the state of Michigan is extremely rich for opportunities in this regard. So I was lucky to play in such ensembles like Kalamazoo Symphony and Battle Creek Symphony.
Okay.
And I worked in Flint, Traverse City, Muskegon, Midland, even Jackson at some point. I worked in Lansing. So I played pretty much everywhere around the state. Now it worked for me when I was a student, of course, because I didn't have the opportunity to work full-time. In this field, but of course after graduation I was looking for different opportunities, and I recently got an offer from Montclair String Quartet.
Okay.
That are located in West Virginia, Charleston at this time.
Okay.
And they are very renowned ensemble. I auditioned for them this past September.
Okay.
And I got an offer from the university. This is a position that will be combined with teaching at West Virginia State University, teaching violin and viola there, and playing the first violin of the quartet. That's the plan.
Okay. And so when are you heading down there, do you think?
January 4th,
January
2019.
Oh, really? So just a couple weeks away from...
Basically. Yes.
Oh, wow. Interesting. That sounds great, man. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. That's the kind of dream job that I was imagining myself doing, because I love chamber music. We were playing with my wife a lot together with the violin and piano, and we also had a violin, piano, and cello trio, Ion trio here at some point with Igor Chetkovich. He is now principal cellist in Kalamazoo.
Okay.
And I had my own quartet at some point, but to have a professional ensemble like this with daily rehearsals and be crazy about this rep and play recitals, work in the university. This is just, this is what I want to do.
Awesome, man. And so your wife, you have a duo with her, you kind of do? And
Yes, our duo, we founded it in 2005. We named it Class and Jazz.
Class and Jazz.
Because initially the idea was to create something that we could earn some money with. And I realized that classical music is good, but in terms of making money, business, it should be, kind of building into something bigger than that.
Right.
So we decided to combine jazz, which is very popular in my city still, and we had a wonderful jazz department, still have it there. And we just decided to try incorporate piano and violin into the jazz, kind of in jazz environment as much as possible. We did that. We did some recordings in that. People liked it. we worked in some places. I learned how to improvise. Natalia did too. So at some point, we just were doing this, playing classical music, very serious, and then completely laid back jazz. And we still do this, and I think it's wonderful, wonderful.
Interesting. Well, that's great. And so you're married, and you have a child as well.
Yeah, 10 years old. Her name is Sima. She's like light of my life. You know, I love her a lot. She plays the violin, but she's great in acting and singing, and she draws all the time.
Now, how did you get hooked up with Michigan State University, and how did you you said you got an offer, and you were living in Russia at the time.
Basically, thanks to my professor, because he got interested in me, Dmitry Berlinsky.
Is he Russian as well, or?
He is, yes. He was living in St. Petersburg for most of his youth years. Then he moved to Moscow. Then he moved to New York, and he studied with Dorothy DeLay. And then he got the job at MSU. So that's basically what connected me to Michigan State University.
And did you know him before, or how did you meet? How did you make the connection to this fella in the United States?
I mean, he is
well known in the circles of.
He is one of the maybe best violinists in the world.
Yeah,
and he still is a youngest winner of the Paganini competition in Genoa, Italy, which considered to be one of the topest competitions in the world for the violinists. He won this competition when he was 16.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, he's absolutely amazing violinist, absolutely great person, and at that point of my life, he just did pretty much about 90% of things.
Huh. Interesting. Well, tell me about your instrument and the story behind that.
Yeah,
a fairly new one.
This is the violin that is fairly new. This is not the only violin I own, but this I really like. It's blue, and it was made in Belgium in 2010 by Jerzy Salomon. Not very known maker, but extremely profound in what he does. It was made for Mikhail Bezverkhny, the very famous violinist, the Grand Prix winner of Queen Elizabeth competition. It was dedicated to him, that's why it's inscripted Michel.
Yep.
And I bought it just a year and a half ago. It's absolutely wonderful violin, and the bow was made by Tony DiMambro. He lives and works in Troy, Michigan.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing, talented.
So he's a bow manufacturing guy.
Basically, he's a bow maker.
Craftsman.
Yeah, he's a craftsman. And I just bought this bow like a week ago.
Oh, did you?
And I'm still kind of, it's a honeymoon for me and this bow. I'm playing with it all the time.
Have you broke it in at all? The bow?
Not this one, but at some. Yeah, actually, the other bow that I have, I did. Yeah, it was stupid.
Can you play for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. I'd love to hear it. Great.
I have no idea what I just played.
Well, I'm Kevin Schoen, and this is an interview with an interesting person. We have a violinist, Oleg Bezuglov. Is that good? All right, I got it. Well, thanks for being on the show. Really appreciate it, man. All right. Feel free to join in, man.
D.